I went thrifting this week and I've got a lot of stuff to show you.
Welcome back. As you can see, I got a ton of stuff this week at the thrift stores and I'm gonna bring them to you. I do it full time, so I'm gonna bring you the knowledge of 8 years of experience reselling clothing online. We're gonna do this haul in 2 parts. You're watching haul number 1. We're gonna go over feet all the way to waist. So we're gonna go over shoes, shorts, and pants, things I picked up. Everything I pick up is around $5 average cost of goods. So my average cost of goods on everything is around $5 to $5.50. I also have buyer pay shipping. So when I talk about prices, just keep that in mind. Buyer pay shipping and my average cost of goods is about $5.25, $5.50 for all the stuff that I thrifted. Retail arbitrage stuff, I'm not going to talk about because it's a whole nother ball game. We're just going to talk about what you can find at your mom and pop or local thrift stores. First thing we have are some Doc Marten women's shoes. I love picking up Doc Martens. I have not picked up Doc Marten sandals like this. I definitely picked up, they call them the Jesus sandals, where they have the brown leather on them. But these are pink. They were only $6. They look like they've never been worn. I didn't even have to look up comps. These are just one of those things. After a while of doing this, you know it's going to be worth your time and money. So for $6, I picked them up. Next item I picked up were these pair of skis. These are Brooks, and these are the Adrenaline. So on Brooks, you'll see they have different types. So these are the Adrenaline. They'll have Ghosts. They'll have other brands or other models of them. These are the Adrenaline ski version. I mean that because they're size 15. They're huge. But they were only $10. And I should be able to get around $50 to $60 off these, especially since the tread is so good on these and I won't have to clean them. It's going to take minimal time. So $10 into probably $70 that quick. This is the second time I picked this type of shoe up. These are Brooks again, and these are the launch, but every season, 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, they always come out with a special lineup. These are called, I don't know, I call them the St. Patty's Day, but they have these like lucky horseshoes on them and all that sort of stuff. The tread was super great. I actually sold a pair right before St. Patrick's Day this past year. So what I might do, I'll probably throw them in my shop now that I have auto posture and let them just keep on populating every month. But I paid $10 for these. I think I sold the first pair for around $70. So again, these would go great come St. Patty's Day. Next pair of shoes I got were a pair of Rainbow. If you're not familiar with Rainbow, familiarize yourself with them because they are a popular brand. They've been popular ever since I was probably in high school. They're just one of those brands that people love, and when they wear out, they'll go and get a new pair. So paid $7 for these. These will send out first class. I'm guessing I could get around $25 for these, maybe $30. Next pair of shoes, I hope you know what these look like. Just the silhouettes of these. These are On Cloud. And if you find On Cloud with really good tread on the bottom and you can get them for cheap, like $7, it's a for sure pickup. These are women's, but I've sold these just like this around $70 to $75, and they sell within a week for me. Here are some Keen boots. These are Keen men's, and they're waterproof. And you can see by the insides of them how they have that gray. So these are waterproof, and I also call these really good condition. I call it nubs on nubs. So if you can tell, I'm not sure if you can tell in the video, but they have little nubs on top of the big nubs. I call that nubs on nubs. But these Keens always do really well for me. They're hiking boots. I have found over the past 8 years that anything hiking related does so well. So anything that you see at REI, clothing like Cool or Arc'teryx or Patagonia, shoes like Keens or Merrell's, they do really well, especially if they're in good condition. Just kidding, we're not gonna do pants. We're gonna do blazers first. Blazers and suits. So this week I got, actually it's funny, sometimes it rains, it pours when you're out there. I got Peter Millar suits this week. Actually, I thrifted 3, not suits, but blazers. 3 Peter Millar blazers at one thrift store. Later in the day, of course, I found more. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So these Peter Millar blazers, you'll see the inside tag will have this style. Sometimes they'll have another style, be more of a square than a rectangle like this, but you're always gonna wanna look inside for the size and the fabric. Now, if it's more than just wool, for example, like linen or cashmere or silk, that's better. That's what you wanna look for. I can't exactly find the size on this one, but it's here. Here you go, 42 regular, not the best size, but what you wanna be looking for are bigger. So anything like 48 or bigger, or even smaller, 38 or smaller, sell best. But these Peter Millar blazers will sell for probably around $50, maybe $60, plus buyer pays shipping. I paid $6.99 for each blazer, and the suit I paid $10 for. So I bought, let's see, like I said, I bought 5 of these blazers. 5 of these, 2 of them of which are 50, size 50. So those will bring probably almost $80 a piece. With those size 50, here's a brand that I would definitely pass over almost 9 out of 10 times or more, if not more, but it's David Donahue. So David Donahue, this brand right here, I don't like picking up their shirts. I never pick them up, but I looked up David Donahue suits when I was in, because this is a suit in the thrift store. And this one came up with this specific luxury blend. And putting 2 and 2 together, big, nice Peter Millar blazers with a David Donahue suit, which they sell these at Nordstrom's. I thought it could be special, and I found a comp just like this in a bigger size for around $200 for the suit. So I was pleasantly surprised. Again, I paid $10 for this suit, and again, it's a big one. So this suit, I'm not gonna say it's gonna sell for that much, but I definitely think I'll be able to get 100 out of it, so that's 10 times my money. Here are the other blazers that I got. So they're all Peter Millar. I don't need to waste your time and show you. Whenever you look for blazers, you always want to look for the type of pattern. So if it is a stripe, pinstripe pattern, more than likely that is a coat that goes with a pair of pants, which makes it a suit. So if you find a pinstripe jacket, usually that belongs with a pair of pants. So usually it's a suit. Normally, if you find some sort of plaid, it can be mixed. It's either a suit, but people also can wear that as a blazer. So all these Peter Millar are, except for one, I have one suit, are blazers. Here's another brand to be on the lookout for. So normally I do not pick up J. Crew, but J. Crew suits do really well for me, especially for the Ludlow version. So if you're on the lookout for that Ludlow tag right there, a lot of times you'll say J. Crew with the little dots underneath. As you know, that is the outlet brand. And sometimes it's the Thompson, I think. They make the suits, the outlet brand, the Thompson. Sometimes they do well, but for the most part, I stay away from anything outlet. And to be honest, when it comes to J. Crew, I'm even very selective with that. Let me show you some vintage really quick. So I found this Warren Sapp jersey. Football season, right now it's the end of July. Football season's right around the corner. I've actually sold a Peyton Manning jersey this week and a 2 Colts polos. So I've been selling football stuff. I always say, you want to think about the time of year. You just heard me talk about those St. Patty's Day Brooks. Those are perfect to sell around St. Patty's Day. Anything NFL, I love listing right now at the end of July and August because the season's coming, people are getting hyped up and they want that gear. Now, come October, November, when their team sucks, they're not going to want that gear. So right now, all the teams, all the players think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Everyone thinks they're going to be the best team in the league. So you want to get that out there because they want to buy it. This is a Warren Sapp. I didn't even look up comps. I might even keep this actually for myself. I won't wear it, but I like collecting those. People always ask me, do you get vintage? Of course, vintage is super hot right now, but it's extremely hard to find, and everyone's brother and sister and cousin in college and high school are looking for vintage. It's just the way it is. So this is just a vintage Duke crew neck sweatshirt. And it does have the old vintage made in the USA tag. So you're going to look for that made in the USA tag. Nothing special about it, just a vintage crew neck. And this will do really well in the fall. Think about all those kids going back to school. They want that vintage Duke University, especially when basketball season comes. That looks awesome. So it's got that nice crest on it. I bought this for $5, actually $4.99, $5. And I don't know for sure, but I bet I could get around $35. The bigger the university or more prestigious, the more it goes for. Like champion Ivy League schools that are made, the champions that are made in the USA do really, really well. Let's get to pants. Here are a pair of pants that I picked up. Normally, again, I don't pick up this brand, STS Blue. I just happened to look it up. It's a Stitch Fix brand, which Stitch Fix brands don't really do that much. They're just kind of like hit or miss, scotch and soda type of stuff. But they were 37 by 34. So I looked up the comps. The comps were good. Picked them up for $7.99. I thought, why not get them? Another pair of jeans I don't normally pick up are Lucky brand. Just because our thrift stores are getting crazy. They're pricing them up like $20 for used Lucky brand jeans. When you can even get them, you can even sell them online barely for $20 used. So I always tell them, like, I could literally sit on my couch and order those off eBay or wherever, or Poshmark or whatever, and have them delivered to my store or my house for free. Why would I go pay $20 at a Goodwill? It's unbelievable. So I actually did pick these up new with tags. They are women's. Normally don't pick up women's Lucky brand at all, no matter what, but these were new with tags for $8. So definitely pick those up. I picked them up before new with tags, women's Lucky brand jeans, and they don't sell real well. That's just some fuzz. They don't sell super well, but they do sell. So I expect to get it in the 20s for those. So I'll make about a $20 bill. You guys know I love my golf stuff. Honestly, golf and hiking are my very favorite things to sell. So golf and hiking, these are just Adidas golf shorts. These are the 365s. It's what they call the waistbands. And anytime you find like the Under Armour, Nike, Adidas, I talk about it all the time in broken record, but they're always new eyes. I love getting these waistbands. They are stretchy and people buy them. People who play golf love these. So these are $3.99. These are Surf's Up method. You'll hear me talk about Surf's Up whenever I can list something in under 2 minutes. So that's taking pictures and list it with under 2 minutes. The way to do that is I have sold comps or ones that I have for sale. I just go in, plug in the pictures, plug in the size and the color. Super easy. Another pair of same things. This is just a different type of 365, but they're still stretchy. Blue. Those will flip into about $20. So I'm making about $12 profit on that. It's not banger. It's nickel and dime, but that's what this business is for the most part. You're going to be hitting little base hits all the time. Every once in a while you get a double, and then when you get those grand slams or home runs, it's awesome. I actually found 2 pairs of Judy Blue shorts. So 2 pairs of Judy Blue, and even better than that, they are 3XL. So 3XL Judy Blue jean shorts. I got to get these listed soon because it is the end of July and fall is upon us. If I don't list these soon, these might just sit until next season, which I'm fine with, but I want them to sell now. So as you know, again, I'm a seasonal seller. So once September 1st hits, I'm only listing long sleeves and jeans and pants and jackets. No more polos, no more shorts. I will list those next year. Now, if all I have are shorts and polos to list and I have nothing else, of course I'm going to list those. But I have so much inventory that I'm only going to list fall and winter. Why? Because that's what department stores do, right? You don't go into a department store in the middle of winter and find shorts. You find what people are wearing. So that's why I do it. I don't take anything off my website. I leave it on and Autopasha relists it. But that's just what I do. Give you a background if you are new to my method. These are just some Indiana Nike, Indiana Pacer basketball shorts or pants. They paid $5 for these. These will always go for around $20. Doesn't matter what the basketball team is or thermal print. They sell super quick. This is a brand new to me, again, because when I was part-time, I only did men's clothing. Now I'm experimenting, or actually I have dove into the women's section, and it's extremely overwhelming because y'all make so many clothes, so many styles, and then like before you know it, I'll buy something. By the time I list it, it's out of style. So I'm trying to keep up with y'all. This is Free People Movement, and I know that now by the little hit logo on the back, but these actually do well. I actually don't buy a lot of Free People, but these leggings do super well for some reason. So I'll continue to buy them. $5. These usually sell in the 20s for me. That I've only sold a few pairs actually. Again, Nike golf shorts, and again, these are like the full waistband. They have all of these golf shorts that I talk about have a little bit of rubber here, which means it'll keep your golf shirt tucked in when you swing. Golfers like that too. I like that when I do get to play golf. Some women's shorts for you. So all these things came from thrift stores, mom and pops, or big chain thrift stores. These are some cool shorts. So look at the tag, cool shorts. You know it's a good brand. REI, I always tell people, what brand should I pick up? Go to REI.com or go to an REI store. Those are the brands you want to look for. Go to Nordstrom's. Those are the brands you want to look for. So I paid $4.99 for these, and these usually go for around $20 plus shipping for somebody. I also picked up right next to them another pair of cool, and these have the little heart. If they have a heart, you know for sure they're women's. But these are just some cool shorts, size something. They're actually called Cool Dry, size small. So Cool Dry, easy way to plug them in the search engine. And these are a little bit longer, but either way, paid $7. These will turn into 20 pretty quick. And if again, it's the end of July. If they don't sell now, no problem. They'll be in my inventory until next year. Come September 1st, no more listing that sort of thing. That stuff won't be listed until March. Athleta shorts, or Athleta, however you want to pronounce it. Again, I'm getting new to the women's. I love that. I love the new stuff because they have the writing underneath. So whenever they have the writing underneath, obviously it's going to help me out because I just tick it in the store and I find exactly out what it is. If it doesn't have that, it's so much. It takes me like 5 times longer to figure out what it is. I can look at the SKU number, but it's hard. These are like longer shorts, but they're spandexy. Paid $3.99 for them. I think I can get close to 20 for those, I imagine. So I talk about this often. These are Viore shorts. So Viore actually has, that I have found, 3 different logos. So this is one of them. This is one of the logos. It looks like a Ukrainian flag. They also have one that looks just like this, that's all white. And they also have one that's just a round V. It's just a round V. But Viore is actually my very favorite brand right now to resell of athletic wear. Viore, then Lululemon, then Rhone. They just sell better and quicker for me. So if I find Viore, it's like a really good find for me. I like it better than even Lululemon. I thought I'd throw this in here too. This is just a little man hat. I bought it. It was only $1. It's only $1, and it is actually more important. I'm showing you is the brand Stetson. If you find cowboy hats in Stetson, they do really well. You'll find the shirts too, like pearl snaps, and those do well also. But I figured for $1, I can't lose on this. In my mind, like, I know the brand, I know it's good. It's got a tweed. It's $1 lottery ticket. Worst case scenario is I probably 10x my money. So that's how I look at it. Here's a pair of Peter Millar pants. These are a great size 42. The cotton are not my favorite. I love getting the wicking, like stretch performance kind. Those always do over $30 for me, even the Crown Sport. These cotton pants or shorts usually sell in the mid-20s plus buyer pay shipping, even $20 plus buyer pay shipping. They don't bring what they used to, but again, they're blue. You always want to make sure both buttons are there on the back. That's something you'll find often. You'll get home, you'll take pictures, you're like, oh shoot, the button's not there. So you have to mark it down. But yeah, these are good length, good size. $5 again, and to probably over 20 for those because they are a bigger size. Bigger, the better. These are a Gavin Green, which is kind of a newer brand. If I could actually find it, I could show you. But Gavin Green is what you're going to be looking for. I sold a polo, and it actually took forever to sell the polo. But I did look the comps up for these pants because they seem really good quality. These are definitely like rain pants. They're golfing pants. And they actually do well. So I think I can get around $30 for these. I paid $4.99. So I would say with this guy, I don't find them very often, but maybe just look at the golf pants or like the jackets. The polos are, in my opinion. Again, an REI brand. Keep on the lookout for. So we've seen Cool so far. We saw the Keen boots earlier. Here is Prana. So Prana is a super great brand to look for in pants. I actually am probably not gonna buy many more polos. I don't buy any polos that are Prana, and I'm probably not gonna buy a whole lot of button-ups anymore that are Prana. You can, but I have to pay $5 for them, and they just aren't moving like they used to. So in the reselling business, if stuff's not moving like it used to, as bad as I liked selling Prana, I have to get over it and not pick it up anymore. So the pants and shorts do really well for me, but the shirts just don't. And even the women's jackets and stuff just don't sell. These will sell for around 30 bucks easy, plus buyer pay shipping. But that's something in the business. A lot of people are like, oh, my items are sitting. Well, if it sits season over season, like if you've had it for a year, mark it down, throw it up on auction, whatever, get it out of there and get that money. Because that $5 that you have invested in there is just sitting on your shelf collecting dust. Wouldn't you rather have that $5 go into something else, like a pair of jeans like this, and make you money that much faster? So just get rid of them, cut your losses, which isn't even a loss. But this is actually a new brand to me. So it is called Shaco, I don't know, but you can read it. Here's the outside label. Look these up. The rivets were, I knew it was special right away. You just know with jeans right away if they have a good logo, good stitch, and then these rivets. These rivets were awesome. I don't even know if you can see them, but these rivets are like steel inside of copper. But I looked them up, and inside were, and I found this with selvage jeans before. When they do small batches at like denim places, they will have when they were made and who made them. So that's exactly what these have. If that doesn't spell, that's basically like an artist signing their jeans. So these are the only ones like that. Obviously they made more, but the only ones like this, they're signed. And then you're gonna of course have your bottom hem, your selvage. So selvage, you're gonna look for little red stripes and like that. This is like the normal stitching on jeans. This is selvage. So these jeans right here, I would not be surprised if they bring $80 or more. They're long, they're men's. Men still wear like slim fit and tapered regular old jeans. This last pair of jeans I'm gonna show you are awesome. So check these things out. These are factory. Like they're paint. They're not acid wash. So like paint splatter or whatever. You know they're factory because check the tag out. The tag is not splattered at all. So these are 501s. Anytime you can find a 501 that is super unique, it's money. So a lot of times you'll find a 501 that has a big E on it, or they have some sort of unique design like this. They're usually something to pick up. I didn't even look up comps on this. I just knew that they were something special. They were actually only $4.99. Not sure why they priced them at that. So I got a little bit of a $3 deal. And the size is great, 36, 34. I always say with pants, the longer the better, because the tall guys can get into them and then everyone else in between. Because all they have to do is just hem them up, right? So I think these will go for around $50. Again, 501s are a good brand for Levi's, or a good line. I like to look for silver tab, 560s, orange tab, 501s, or anything made in the USA that's like 1980s, 1970s, something like that. I've yet to find an original Big E. So that is load number 1. So come back for part number 2. So that is the first part of this. So that was the first part of this thrift haul. Second part is going to be all tops. Go over. So that is the first part of this thrift haul. Again, there's going to be a second part, which is going to be all tops. So don't miss it. I'll see you in the next one.